Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lawrence High School, home of your Lawrence Cardinals. I'd like to direct everyone's attention to the field, as today we will be honoring the Lawrence Baseball Senior Class of 2019. The first senior coming to the field is number 6, Ronit Deshpande, escorted by his mom and dad, Seema and Pungash. Ronit has been a valuable asset to the program for the last 4 years, playing second base. His plans next year are to go to college at the University of Pittsburgh to study neuroscience. Let's give a big round of applause to our first senior, number 6, Ronit Deshpande. Our second senior coming to the field is number 16, Nick Sofreda, joined by his parents, Amy and Brian. After a major injury plagued the season last year, Nick has bounced back to join the Cardinals and have a very productive season. Next year, Nick will be continuing his academic and athletic career at the University of Mary Washington, where he'll be a business major with the hopes of becoming a corporate executive one day. Off the field, Nick enjoys being a member of the Lawrence Street Hockey League and also a member of the National Honor Society, as well as the Tri-M Music Honor Society. His advice to the future players is to always look ahead at what opportunities you will have, not back on what you could have done differently with previous ones. Everyone, please give a big hand to our senior catcher, number 16, Nick Sofreda. The next senior coming to the field is number 21, Colin D'Angelo, joined by his mom, Jillian, dad, Clyde, and sister, Joanne. Colin, or better known as Frank, is one of the hardest working members of the team. His leadership and hunger to be the best in the field is unsurpassed. Off the field, you can find Colin playing in the Lawrence Street Hockey League or eating Chipotle burritos. Colin is the only member of the team to be named Student of the Month 3 separate times and also has been a published artist. Next year's plans are to attend Rowan University. Big round of applause for number 21, Colin D'Angelo. Our fourth senior now coming to the field is number 23, Shay McGuire, joined by his dad, Gene, mother Kim, and little brother Chase. Shay has had an outstanding season so far after battling an injury early on. Shay has been an anchor in the outfield for this program and has continued to improve each year. Off the field, Shay is a proud member of the National Honor Society and currently holds the fishing season title with 17 fish caught. Next year, he plans on attending Temple University. Round of applause to our senior outfielder, number 23, Shay McGuire. Next senior coming to the field is today's starting pitcher, number 8, Ryan Sullivan, joined by his mom, Michelle, and his dad, Brad. Ryan is an outstanding worker on and off the field with exceptional leadership skills, has been an outstanding pitcher for the program the last 4 years. Ryan has a knack for getting on base, currently holds the record for most career hit by pitches, and that number continues to grow. Outside of baseball, Ryan has had an outstanding soccer career for the Cardinals. Next year, he plans to attend Rutgers University to study mathematics. Round of applause for our senior, number 8, Ryan Sullivan. The next senior coming to the field is number 7, Adam Zachariah, joined by his mother, Vicky, dad, Zach, and brother, Matt. Adam has having a great senior year because of all the hard work he has put in the season. Next year, he plans to attend Gettysburg, where he will continue his baseball career while he studies economics. Round of applause for senior shortstop, number 7, Adam Zachariah. Last but certainly not least is our final senior, number 2, Ryan Castro, joined by his father, Ron. Ryan has had an outstanding season so far as he leads the team in hits and has been a solid pitcher for the Cards. His unique personality has always kept the other players and coaches on their toes, and we can always look towards him to lighten the mood. Outside of school, he enjoys playing soccer, swimming, and training karate. Next year, he plans to attend college or maybe pursue a career as a bison rancher. His personality will be missed. Round of applause for our last senior, number 2, Ryan Castro. And once again, let's give a big hand for the Lawrence Senior Class 2019. Ron Deshpande, Nick Sofreda, Colin D'Angelo, Shay McGuire, Ryan Sullivan, Adam Zachariah, and Ryan Castro. Thank you, gentlemen, for your dedication to the program. We wish you well as you play your final games here for the Lawrence Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
And hello, welcome to 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com, proudly ranked the best college radio station in New Jersey by the New Jersey Broadcasters Association. I am Matt Marite. I'm sitting here with Michael the Duck Riccioni. We have Chris Greenberg, aka Greeny, out doing some equipment assignments. And right now we're just in the first inning here of the Lawrence Cardinals baseball game against the Trenton Trojans. A little bit of a late start here. We had some confusion going on with the senior night festivities, but we will talk to you about some of our senior leaders later in the broadcast. Right now, just catching you up, number one, Jeffrey Oscona was able to slap a single off of the glove of the Lawrence shortstop and then advanced on a sacrifice bunt from number 2 hitter Jose Estevez.
And as far as that hit goes from Oscona, that was great effort by Adam Zachariah, but just unable to come down with it. And now we have a runner on second with only one out.
Yeah, runner on second with no outs, with one out for Ricardo Cirillo.
See him running here, Tyler.
You know,
See him running.
big baseball thing that's going on recently. They say that your chances of scoring are actually higher when you have a runner on first and no out than rather a runner on second with one out.
That is analytics that I 100% do not believe. But that's just me.
Also, the thing that I don't believe about that stat is also, how many runners are on second with one out, but coming from being a runner on first with no outs, as Kona is right now.
Honestly, I don't know the statistics, but I would assume more. So, right now, our pitcher is Ryan Sullivan. The lefty is currently dealing and is ahead in the count 2-1. As he throws another pitch, that gets slapped out to center field. And that's going to drop in front of the center fielder. We've got the man rounding third, but good strong throw from, who is on our center field?
That's Ryan Castro. So good strong throw from Ryan Castro.
Yeah, good jump to get to that bloop single too as well.
Yeah, and with him in center field, one of the senior leaders on this team, as we mentioned here, he's able to prevent Ascona from scoring on a single because he was going to run, round third, but
he
put up the brakes.
He had to slap the brakes on really quick. But now they've got the big boy, number 21, Jose Rodriguez, digging in at the plate, and as you can tell, hitting cleanup, he's certainly got the size for the position.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's a big boy in that right-handed batter's box, maybe drawing a comparison to a Yoenis Cespedes.
Well, I've always wanted to be, we've got a play at the plate here. Okunzo slides in and he's able to get his hands just under the tag of a ball that bounced off the turf and got away from the catcher. Also advancing on the play to second base is Cirillo.
Yeah, and just the pitch that got away from Van Hees. And just give him credit, though. At least he hustled back and tried to tag Ascona, but it was just a matter of too late.
Great jump by Ascona, because that was not one that got away by much. Not normally a pitch you'd see someone take a chance on, especially this early in a game.
Well, when you're the Trenton Trojans, who sport an 0-9 record, anything to give them a spark, they'll gladly take here in this ball game.
Yes, I'm sure. Right now, 1-1 to Rodriguez. The pitch from Sullivan, slapped off the ground, goes right to the third baseman. Strong throw over to first, and they got Rodriguez free and clear. And our third baseman making that throw today is...
That would be Ian Dower. Great job by Ian Dower to, change with the hops. This turf and grass, we've had this debate before and a discussion. Turf plays differently. The hops are much bigger. So great job by Ian Dower to adjust and then make a strong throw over to our man, Nick Crefreda at first.
Yes.
Also one of the seniors.
Whose name debate we just got settled.
Boy, good spot.
Jump on.
All right. So right now we have Adrian Hernandez, the DH.
Hernandez also a right-handed hitter. digging in, sees a low one coming in from Sullivan that just misses the strike zone.
Yeah, that looked like it had the knees. Yet again, from our vantage point, we are just outside of the Lawrence Cardinals dugout, so it's kind of tough to tell whether it's inside or outside. But it definitely got some of the knees.
Oh, and that one bounces right off the face mask.
And I believe they called that a foul ball. I saw the bases umpire putting up his hand, so that's why there's no advance. Because that ball did slip a little bit away from Tyler Van Hees.
I tell you, that umpire took that one like a champion, no flinch whatsoever. And I'm sure that impressed our third member of the broadcast team who just returned. Greenie, how you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. It took a little while to get here, but I'm finally here. It's very nice to be here. Very nice day out.
Yeah,
Good day for
certainly,
baseball.
certainly. Very much is a brisk 68 degrees. Nice breeze coming by as that pitch from Sullivan breezed by. Unfortunately, it was a ball. So now we're looking at a, is that 3-1 count?
Yep, it's a 3-1 count.
3-1 count, 2 outs here in the top of the first. 1-0 for the Trenton Trojans. The pitch from Sullivan fouled off the backstop once again.
Sullivan with a nice pitch. He had to get it in the zone there. Don't want to risk having another runner on base. Although you do have 2 outs in the inning, so a walk wouldn't be the worst thing, but I think he wants to get Adrian Hernandez out right here.
Yeah, you'd always like to go for the out. Let's see if he goes for it here. Sullivan, the pitch. And that one foul tipped again as he stays alive.
Hey, you good receiver, get that other
Going
hand out
with
of there.
the hat under the helmet.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, not
You know
usually
what? I tried
the ideal
to do it when
style.
I was younger, but it's uncomfortable for
I'm
me.
gonna say that can't be too comfortable to wear a hat.
Yeah, no, I would not believe so.
I mean, I guess it is for him. He's wearing it. Either that or he forgot it.
You know what? If he's got the luck, he's got the luck. We'll see here on the pitch from Sullivan. That one breezes by for a strike. First K of the game. As we go to our first break here with the Lawrence Cardinals now already set on the comeback trail. Down 1-0 here on 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
All right, we're back here, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. Proudly ranked the best college radio station in New Jersey by the New Jersey Broadcasters Association. Live from Lawrence High School, home of the Cardinals. Ryan Castrol is stepping into the batter's box. The long, lean right-hander looking at his first pitch here this afternoon. And he slaps that out into left field. That one's going to drop for a single at least. And Castrol is aboard. 1 pitch, 1 swing.
It's a great start.
Yeah, Ryan Castrol out to a great senior day. Right now, he made a great defensive play, cutting off Ascona from scoring, even though he scored on the next at-bat. But now he's on with a single, and so far he's doing well.
Yeah, certainly. And Ascona actually pitching this afternoon.
Oh, that's Christian Cruz.
Christian Cruz.
Christian Cruz? Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I didn't even realize the score was 1-0 at the moment.
Getting some rust out of the way. We haven't been here in 2 weeks.
It's been a little while.
So,
Yes, the Cardinals away schedule and our propensity to do large events around holidays, aka the Excellent Egg Hunt, led us to a little bit of a blip in our schedule. But we'll be as Castrol slides in past the throw over. But we'll be picking up our broadcast schedule. We're coming in today, obviously, Friday, and we'll be in next week as well.
yes, so a lot of Lawrence Cardinals baseball on the schedule, and a lot of it will be featured here on the Bronx.
Yes, and that one is popped up.
No, he's down!
Oh, misjudged, and that's going to create a force play at second. Castrol is out, but Shea McGuire is safe.
So, I guess the wind, I mean, it's clear skies out there, so I don't know if the sun maybe got in Cirillo's eyes.
I think the sun was a factor, but also that ball may have been painting with all the colors of the wind because you saw that go up and then keep moving. So right now, Up the plate, Hunter Rivera looking to make some noise here with the bat. So
You know, watching Hunter Rivera play from last season now to this season, he's really impressed me. He's really taken a big step up in his game.
Okay, and the hit and run play was on. Rivera fouls that one off into the parking lot.
Oh, car.
As McGuire trots back to first base. I will also say that I moved my parking spot, so I'm now a couple rows over and a little bit back from where I was, so I think I'll be safe.
We'll hope you're there.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And I just got candy waxed too, so. And there's the throw over. In safe is McGuire. Rivera's facing the 0-1 count.
Trying to keep close tabs there on Shea McGuire out there on first after the error.
And he's going again. Ball is low. Here comes the throw. Not in time. McGuire's aboard at second base now with his first SB of the game.
Great jump by Shea McGuire. As soon as Cruz lifts that left leg up, he's gone. And there's no way that Joe Rodriguez is able to throw him out.
And that one a little bit low. 2-1 the count now for Hunter Rivera.
Now, Hunter Rivera is in a good count here.
And that one a little bit high as the wind's coming back into us.
Now is even the count at 2-2.
No, it looks like it's full up according to the board.
The umpire flashed 2-2, so.
McGuire's going again, gets down. Ball gets by the third baseman, but not far enough.
I didn't see the bases umpire make a call, but you know, he is in there
Yep, he's in.
and with ease.
He's in there, and that was actually a walk for Rivera.
So add insult to injury, not only do you walk the batter, but you also let the runner on second go and advance another 90 feet. Something that doesn't usually happen on walks.
Yep, and now batting the cleanup man. Whoop. There's the throw over, keeping Rivera honest, as we've seen the Lawrence Cardinals look to be active base runners.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to want to test Joe Rodriguez early and often, and that might net them the W. It's just a running game.
And there we go again with another throw over. And we were able to put debate to rest with the name of our next hitter earlier this afternoon. There's the pitch in, and that one goes over for a strike. 0-1 to Nick Safreda.
Safreda.
Yeah.
There we go.
Safreda.
Safreda or Safreda?
Frida.
Frida.
Yeah, like
we still
Fritos
have
almost. Yeah.
I thought we had
It's sort of like the debate never ended.
It's that E that gets me there.
It's the one letter that kind of changes.
Yeah,
the
it's that
sound.
last E that kind of trips me up.
So it's a Frida.
Yeah.
Okay, we confirmed it.
It's signed, sealed, and delivered. And hopefully this pitches, but pitch out. Rivera's going to be in with another stolen base. We've now got two runners in scoring position. One out. Runners on second and third.
This is already the Lawrence Cardinals' third stolen base of the game, and with only one out in the first inning, they're running circles around Joe Rodriguez.
It's looking good for them right now.
Or diamonds, rather.
Nice pun there.
Well, you know, I love shapes. Geometry was actually my favorite subject in math.
Do you remember what grade you took that in?
10th.
Same.
Yeah.
Wait,
As
you
a-
like the geometry? You know, with proofs? You like doing proofs?
It was better than algebra or trig.
That I have to disagree.
Yeah. Well,
Wonder what our players think.
They're in high school.
and that
still.
one's fouled off.
Yeah, so they're taking algebra. And
Yeah, they'll
geometry.
have a good opinion on it.
Yeah. Board reads 2-2 as flashed up by our umpire.
All right, so a 2-2 count here, and we don't have the official pitch count here on Christian Cruz, but I would have to assume that it is high.
Probably not exorbitant for this point. 3-2 counts run full.
I'm gonna say at least 16.
I was gonna say mid-teens, high teens.
Cruz right now, though, he's working rather methodically. I just hasn't seemed to find his groove. I think he may be able to get this together as the innings go on. He's throwing well. That one's lofted out to right field. Caught, but there's going to be a throw in, not going to be in time. Both runners advance, and that means a run comes in as Shea McGuire trots across the plate. So that Safrida mark him down for the sacrifice fly and an RBI.
Great job, bud.
Therefore, the ball game is tied here at 1-1. And with 2 outs and a runner on third, let's see what Chris Nevius is able to do.
Yes, the DH this afternoon. Right-hander slotting in.
He's got the cutest hair in the CDC.
And there's the pitch. That one's clapped back at Cruz, who was able to handle it, throwing over to first, and that'll retire the side. But we're all tied up here, back at the home of the Cardinals. We'll be here after some underwriting announcements on 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Hola amigos, bienvenido a Casa de Cardinals Baseball. Me llamo Mateo y partners El Pato y Verde. And that's about as much Spanish as I can do. Welcome back to 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. We're in the top half of the second inning here, and Ryan Sullivan is currently dealing to the number 5 hitter in the Trenton Trojans lineup, and that is
Joe Rodriguez.
the number 6 hitter. That is Joe Rodriguez.
And Joe Rodriguez, the catcher for the Trenton Trojans. They ran diamonds around him, as my partner Matt Maratea likes to say, and I think he wants to hit a home run with the Cardinals.
Yes, one would assume.
Or against the Cardinals.
Yes.
Trying to make up for what has happened in the first inning, which surprisingly has only yielded 2 runs. One for the Trojans and one for the Cardinals.
Yes, 1-1 here, tied at the top of the second. So we'll see now a little bit of life coming from the Trojan sideline, or the dugout, or the clubhouse, as that one is fouled into left field.
It looks like that was a rocket, but unfortunately a rocket that was way too foul.
No, judging by, that's a strikeout, as Sullivan whiffs one by him. Though judging by the voices and the sounds coming from the Trojans sideline, I don't think there's anyone in there with any type of Mickey Mouse clubhouse talent, like such luminaries as Justin Timberlake or Ryan Gosling.
They were in Mickey Mouse
How'd
Clubhouse.
you
They were.
Why do you know that?
I don't know.
Read a swing,
Good enough.
But you know,
You don't know, but you know.
That's just one of those things that you pick up, and Sullivan breezes the first pitch by the number 7 hitter, LeVar Funderburg, who taps one right back to Sullivan and gets thrown out immediately. The tall, lanky hitter almost able to leg out that one with his long strides.
yeah, and with Funderburg, it was kind of a bit unexpected there, but number 7 in the order.
Well, you almost never expect to just tap it right back out in front of you.
Yeah, that's also true. I bet he was trying to bunt it to either the third base or the first base sides.
And now here we go, first baseman Yasan Trift standing in at the plate. This is another right-handed heavy team we're seeing here. Sullivan, the lefty, dealing with that very nicely through 1 2/3, if you will.
Well, in high school and, throughout these youth levels, you usually see right-handed, heavy hitter lineups. It's very rare that you get to see a lot of lefties in a lineup.
Yeah, I tried to learn how to switch hit back in my playing days. It didn't really go well. It was looking to get hit by the pitch basically when I was batting left-handed.
For most people, it doesn't work out very well.
Yeah, no, not very.
He doesn't like bikes.
Yeah, considering if you're leaning out over the plate, I think the umpire has a tendency to call more of that inside corner because he knows that you're leaning over.
Well, I didn't mind these. That was one of the few things I could do. I could golf an inside pitch. That one swept by Tiffs pretty well, so we got a 2-2 count here. Sullivan looking, woo! And there's another K, and we're out of this half inning. We'll be right back after some underwriting announcements here on 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinals Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
All right, we're back here at 107 The Bronx, 107thebronx.com, and Ryan Sullivan took one off of his buster gun off the very first pitch from Cruz. So now he is aboard, and well,
Christian Cruz broke a cardinal rule there. Don't walk or hit the pitcher.
Hey, let's go stay hot out.
Technically Sullivan aboard, but also AJ Guillermo aboard as well. And now he's caught in a rundown, looking back at the first baseman, thrown on over to the shortstop, thrown back to the pitcher, thrown up, and then he's tagged out on the quick little fake out from Cruz. If you're scoring that one at home, it is going to go, what, 1-4, no, 1-3, 6.
Is it 1-3-6?
1-3-6-1.
Okay. Anyway, as I was gonna say, you know, they put AJ Guillermo out there because he looks like he's a rather speedy guy, but
We have seen him before. He's fleet of foot. Unfortunately, got caught a little bit too far from home on that one.
and it's great when you have speed on the base paths, but you also need to have smarts on the base paths. An old coach, you know, back when I was playing, he told me that yes, it's nice to have speed, but it's also important to have great base runners. And he complimented me towards the end of my career. He said that I was a good base runner, not because I was fast, because I was the slowest guy on the team, hence why I'm here with you all today, but also that I was smart on the base path.
And that one slapped to shortstop by Adam Sakuraya, and he gets thrown out at first. So now, Ian Dower with 2 outs very quickly here in this half inning, looking to create a little late inning offense.
Hopefully keep him alive right now. Something good.
Yeah, certainly. You built up a little momentum in that first inning. You'd like to be able to see something here, especially with having an original base runner after just one pitch. And he takes that one just on the inside corner. Looked a little low, but goes over for a strike. Pitch from Cruz.
No.
That one bounces off the turf in front of the plate, so it's going to be in for a ball. It's one of those things, I think base running, it's a little bit gambling, but mostly awareness. You have to have great instincts in terms of getting a jump, but you just have to be aware of where you are in relation to the bag at all times. Here's the next pitch from Cruz. That one's going to be low as well. 2-1 here for Dower.
And Ian Dower not having much to look at here in his first at-bat, and we'll see if he's going to get a fat, juicy one here on 2-1.
And the pitch there, 2-1. Dower swings over top of it, bounces off the glove of the catcher, goes back to the cage. Dower with a batting stance after my own heart, slightly open as he stands up in the batter's box, challenging the pitcher, and no batting gloves. Real throwback. Here's the pitch, 2-2. That one's high. About brim of the helmet height, out over the plate. Going to result in the count running full here. 3-2, 2 outs. Payoff pitch of the inning here coming up to Dower. And Cruz with the throw. And Dower slaps that one foul.
Trying to keep himself alive, best of his ability right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been a good at-bat, making him throw a lot of pitches, and making sure that he's not throwing him garbage, because he won't offer at garbage.
You know, certainly you don't want to offer garbage, but that one bounces off the turf, but Dower gets called out on strikes, and that's going to be that half of the inning.
I don't think it bounced
Move
off
to
the
the
turf.
top of the third.
It didn't.
Yeah.
No, that was caught.
That a guy's protecting me on. You don't even
Dower
need to
thought
be
it
on.
bounced off the turf.
Yep, and we'll be back here after these underwriting announcements. 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinals Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Hello, we're back here, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. Ryan Sullivan got himself a quick out with a bounce back, and now was able to force a pop-up. That one looks like it's going to shallow center. Castro calls everyone off and makes the grab there on that puffin that was just sort of floating up there. He was able to get under it, and now we're 2 outs into this inning already.
Quick 2 up, 2 down. Very impressive.
Yeah, unfortunately, we missed the first batter, and that first batter would
Hey,
be
let's go,
Brian
Belly,
Rivera, the
let's
right
go.
fielder. Just a ground out to Hunter Rivera over at second.
And that one swung and waved at.
So if you're keeping score at home, Brian Rivera has a 4-3, and it's an 8 for Azcona.
And now stepping in,
Come on,
number
let's go.
4, getting 2 real quick strikes on him, is Jose Estevez.
Estevez with a tapper.
And is able to dodge that one.
I remember
is
when
first step.
I remember when I played, I was always told just to try to take those in the legs.
Yeah,
Like kind of just keep them out there, maybe get hit by it.
let one bounce off the shins.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt them.
And wags at that one, and we're out of this half inning almost immediately. Oh, that was fancy, like a penguin in a tuxedo almost. We'll be right back here on 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinals Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
All right, we're back here, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. Colin D'Angelo digging to the plate now, one of our seniors, who's certainly looking forward to graduation, as am I. My senior year here at Rider University. Going to be passing the sports department into the capable hands of my man Greeny here, going to be the new sports director. And I'm sure Doug is going to be on all of the broadcasts, making sure he helps out.
Yeah, you know, it's great. It's great broadcasting here at 107.7 The Bronx. Especially great broadcasting Lawrence Cardinals, whether it be the football or whether it be the baseball.
All right, and that one counts for a strike against D'Angelo, as I'm sure both him and myself are counting down the days, much like the beloved Sesame Street character, the Count. And that one slapped into right field. Looks like it's curling foul. Long run. Right fielder cannot get under it, so D'Angelo is safe for now. But his count is currently 0-1, 2.
That was a good one. I like that one.
All right. Anyway, that one just running out of steam for Brian Rivera, who's unable to play it as he approaches that wall.
Yeah, he's almost middle in there in right field. Just couldn't get to it. That one floats on over just a little bit high as motioned from the umpire. So it's a 1-2 count here for D'Angelo. That one high again, 2-2. We're all even up here.
All right, so from 0-2, he fights it back even to 2-2. I believe this will be pitch 6 in the at-bat coming up for D'Angelo.
And he goes down and gets that one, but playing a shallow center field was Fundenberg, who's able to snag that one.
And with that pitch that Colin D'Angelo hit, that was sort of like a Vlad Guerrero Jr. or Vlad Guerrero-esque. Hopefully we'll see it from Vlad Guerrero Jr. But anyway, that ball was patted down, kind of golfed at it, and got a nice drive on it. But unfortunately, right into the glove of Thunderbird.
Oh, and that one chops up off of the turf. And catcher and umpire do a little Bird and Ernie routine, trying to figure out what happened there as the umpire takes that one off the chest pad.
And right now, Castro went to have a conference with his third base coach.
Yes, another senior here, Ryan Castrol, just talking things over here.
By the way, Ryan Castro 1 for 1 so far. He had a single, but he did get doubled up off of the blooper when Shane McGuire reached on an error.
Yes, that's right, off of the error at second base, off of that high, towering sort of fly ball.
Not really.
And that one goes in. 2-1 now.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Are we not entertaining you, Doug?
All right.
Long night studying?
Long
Yeah.
day so far.
Yeah.
How are your classes today? Good.
Classes today have been pretty good.
Okay.
That one bounced off the glove. We're 2-2 here.
Not finished yet.
Oh, bro. We got another class after this game.
And there's the pitch there.
No.
That one a little bit high, pops out of the hand, but nobody on base. Do you think they call Fundenberg Big Bird? Last name sort of sounds like Bird at the end. He's probably the tallest guy here on the team.
I would think more Thunder.
Yeah, but I think if
Thunderbird, that'd be a
Thunderbird
good
had a little bit more muscle to him, maybe, yeah. But like he's tall, but he's also lanky.
That pitch from Cruz bounces off the turf past the catcher. No harm, no foul, though, as it gets by. That one's going to be a walk for Castrol, so he's on base again. As McGuire gets ready to dig in, just getting the signs from the third base sign.
Shea McGuire, let's see what he can do here. He reached on an error. We'll see if he can produce something on his own, whether it be a single or a walk or anything else.
That one a little low and inside, so we're going to go 1-0 here. First ball for McGuire. And here's pitch from Cruz. Nope, it's going to be a throw over to first. Not in time to get Castrol, but certainly with these speedy runners coming up to at the top of the order, Cruz is going to be aware, especially after what happened in the first inning. That one goes over the plate. Going to be good for a strike here to McGuire.
See Ryan Castro over at first, just trying to find a good read on Christian Cruz, who it will be his job to pick up the slack of Joe Rodriguez back behind the plate and try to limit the Lawrence Cardinals running game.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily blame Rodriguez for their ability to steal. They've gotten a good jump, and Cruz doesn't necessarily have the quickest move to the bag.
Yeah, but also Rodriguez doesn't have the strongest arm to second either. The throws
and
have
the pitch
pulled.
there. That one's pitched out. He's going to test you on that theory. They got it down there in a zip, but it was off target. So Castrol.
That's what I mean. The throws have been off target from Joe Rodriguez.
Oh, I think he's thrown it about 3 times to second base, and they've all been to the right of the bag. They haven't
Well,
been off
technically
target.
where you want it, because if you have your shortstop fielding it, you want it out in front of him. Just a bit too far, though. Here's the pitch from Cruz. That one's high.
Yeah, I agree. It was just a little more off the bag than they would want it to be.
Now, you guys as glasses wearers, I have a question. Did you go clip-on shades, contacts? What did you guys do on a sunny day like this?
I don't use glasses while playing sports. So.
When I was younger, I had like.
Actually, wait, never mind. No, I lied.
But contacts.
I just use.
Yeah.
Just use the pair of glasses I'm wearing right now.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, see. Can't go in blind.
Okay. But that one was a little bit low going into McGuire, so it results in a walk.
With baseball, I wore glasses, but with football and wrestling, I went in blind, basically.
Wrestling, I understand. Wrestling.
I mean, wrestling is kind of hard, if we're being honest, to...
Without seeing?
Well,
You're more
without
it's more
seeing,
grappling.
yes, but I'm talking about more to, like, wear glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
And football, too, with the helmet. Just didn't want to risk...
That one goes off the bat of Rivera. That one floating into foul territory. gets snagged there by the right fielder. Tagging up was Castro, who's going to make it to third. We're now first and third here for Nick Sifreda.
Men on the corners looking to produce some run to take a lead, maybe.
Yeah, we're hoping here.
By the way, great base running by Castro. He saw that ball was going to take Brian Rivera into foul territory, and on the catch, he was able to move up 90 feet.
Looking at the throw over there, McGuire stays close to the bag. Can't get caught by Cruz there. And now digs in, looks from the stretch, and the pitch. Freda gets out in front of that one. It's curving. That looks like it may drop foul. That one's into the parking lot.
Brian Rivera tried to hop
He did a nice little wall climb there.
Yeah, you gotta give him credit out there. At least he's trying to catch these pop flies that end up in foul territory. But that one just got enough legs to go in the parking lot.
Yeah.
They've been constantly challenging him throughout the game so far, out in right field.
Yeah, he's been busy. He's been more active than we've seen, I think, a right fielder so far this season. And that one goes low under the bat of Sifreda.
Brian Rivera probably has been more active in this inning than in my entire high school career. Just putting that out there.
And how many years is that? 4?
Well, 4 years of high school baseball, but 2 years of varsity. I was thinking more of the varsity.
And there's the pitch.
Okay.
And he didn't hold up. That's going to be a strikeout. We're going to go 1-1 here down to the top of the fourth here at 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
Nothing you can do on that.
You're watching the Cardinals Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
All right, we're back here, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. And it is the top of the fourth inning here. Ryan Sullivan's still on the mound. They're having their little pre-pitch powwow as we get ready here to start this half inning. And right now, things have been sort of humming along defensively for the Lawrence Cardinals. Not much to speak of in the way of offense.
Yeah, a couple 3 up, 3 down innings so far.
Right now at the plate, we have Ricardo Cirillo, who tries to offer at that first pitch and fouls it off.
So far, Cirilla had a blind day single to left. So in his second appearance here, see if he can build upon that 1-for-1 performance.
Certainly. And that one just gets across, so we got 0-2 here. And we would be remiss if we did not acknowledge that this week we celebrated Earth Day, a day that we always try to set aside once a year and make sure that we do our best. There's the pitch, slapped over just by Dower at third base. That's going to be in for 1. That's going to be a single there for Cirillo. But getting back to Earth Day, we always try to make sure that we recycle as much as possible. And I always think that it would please one of my favorite superheroes, Captain Planet, who incidentally has a baseball tie-in because the show was owned by the Turner Broadcasting Network, owned by Ted Turner, exclusive broadcaster of one Atlanta Braves. And there's the pitch, fouled off, or looks like it's tapped into the field of play. Sullivan fields it, throws out Rodriguez, but Cirillo advances to second on the play.
See bump for a hit. See bump for a hit. Never know.
No, 1-3.
1-3.
Yeah, that one, I thought he fouled it off his foot actually, but it looks like it just tapped the turf as Cirillo was already moving. No chance to get him at second. Rodriguez gets put out, and now Adrian Hernandez up at the plate.
Adrian Hernandez was the first strikeout victim for Ryan Sullivan, looking at one to end the first.
And swings and offers at that one. So it's going to be 1-1 here. Certainly a free swinging team we've seen here from the Trenton Trojans.
Yeah, they're willing to offer at pitches, and Ryan Sullivan was just using that to his advantage. He's racked up 4 strikeouts so far.
Cirillo looks like he may be an active base runner. We'll look at that, but Hernandez gets a hold of that one, goes into center field, fielded by Castrol, gets the ball in. Cirillo standing at second base. And now we've got another quick 2 outs.
Yeah, and that ball just well hit by Adrian Hernandez, but an even better effort by Ryan Castrol to make sure he gets to that ball on an efficient route and camp under it.
Yes, and now batting number 18, Joe Rodriguez.
Joe Rodriguez struck out swinging in his first AB in the second inning.
Takes another one in close, but that's going to stay just over the edge of the plate. 1-1 here.
Just caught the black there.
Oh, there was no black on that plate, on that paint, on that white paint.
Just say not really a plate. Yeah, first time we did a broadcast here, we actually realized that the plate is painted into the turf.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
It's very interesting.
And time is called right before that pitch.
That's a strategy used by hitters to try to disrupt the motion and the rhythm of Ryan Sullivan.
Yep, 1-1 here. In the 1-1 game here, top of the 4th inning, Sullivan looking for another way out. Runner in scoring position. That one slapped by Rodriguez. Looks to be high in the left field. That one snagged. We're out of this inning. So we'll be back for the home half of the 4th here after these underwriting announcements on 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinals Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
All right. We're back here at 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. Here for the home half of the 4th inning. 1-1 score so far. And we're just waiting for Christian Cruz to finish his little warm-up. Practice throw down to second base. And batting here right now is number 6, one of our seniors, Ronit Deshpande, who is going to be heading to the University of Pittsburgh next year and going to be studying neuroscience.
Didn't even know what neuroscience was.
Yeah, no, I can't even spell neuroscience.
I think I can give it a shot.
But you're digging in, facing the first pitch, and takes that one high for a ball.
So it's nice to see a senior who we have not really seen here.
Yep.
And Ronit Deshpande.
That swings and offers at the second pitch, missing. So it's 1-1 the count now. Cruz with another one in for a strike. He's in a big-time rush now, it appears. Working methodically for Ronit. And he's able to foul that one off. He's sort of trapped against the catcher. And they're going to give him the out there, unfortunately.
That's not what the rule says. The rule says it has to be directly in the glove. Come on, Blue. Got to be better. Got to be better.
All right, so Deshpande and
With an unfortunate, foul out
It has to
there.
be direct to the glove. If it hits any part of your body or a trap, it is not an out.
Normally the rule is going directly into the glove. That so that one appears to be called incorrectly here as Ryan Sullivan steps in 1-0 now.
He's got to be better.
And you know, it's nice here today. Another pitch from Cruz, 2-0. You know, it's not 98 degrees out, so it's one of those days where I feel like I could have some soup, maybe a little menudo. It's actually one of my Mexican favorites.
I don't even know what that is.
All right. It's actually often had with it's like a chicken soup that you squeeze a lot of lime into. It's very acidic. It's good for clearing out the sinuses.
I might need to try that out.
2-1 here. Sullivan, Cruz continuing to move very quickly. 3-1 though, as now he's in danger of walking Sullivan on. Taking a little bit of time here. And here's the pitch. And left-handed Sullivan knocks that one back. And that goes into the alternate parking lot.
That ball went in the wrong
It gave
direction.
the lacrosse players a scare there as they're walking back from their practice.
You know, I think they've at least got the equipment. They could have defended themselves. Certainly much better than we could.
Yeah, I mean, they have sticks. They can catch the balls. And, you know, they catch balls across every
And Sullivan walks that one, so he's going to be trotting on down to first. And, you know, speaking of making a catch, as A.J. Guillermo walks out again to do the pinch running. You guys see Freddie Galvis with that bare hand on the run, say, hey, kid, type
Yes,
catch?
I saw that catch. It was an amazing catch there by Freddie Galvis. So far has been a great addition to the Blue Jays.
You know, I always liked him when he was on the Phillies, and he deserves a Gold Glove. I hope he gets one this year, finally. Throw one over to first. Guillermo slides in. Ball gets past the first baseman, so he makes it to second. He's rounding, and he's going to trot back to second. Not going for the full Monty there, but now he's in at second and gets a little bit of redemption for that pickoff in the second inning.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it was just an embarrassing way. You know, he got caught napping when in the second inning when he got caught, and now things 2 innings later.
That one's hit by Zakaria. Going to be caught sliding by the left fielder,
That would be Jose Estevez.
Jose Estevez.
A great sliding play there by Estevez to retire Zachariah. And that's 2 outs in the end.
It is, and now it's up to Ian Dower.
Dower looks at one. Low for ball one.
Some activity there, thinking about Guillermo and a pickoff, but Cruz instead pitches it in, and it goes over for a strike. Dower looks to be the new kid on the block here on the base paths, looking to get on one way or another.
You know, I am surprised by Christian Cruz. So far, his performance in the inning has only gone in one direction. He's only thrown to home, not able. Sorry, he didn't throw over to try to catch A.J. Guillermo again.
I don't think he likes making that move to second base, unfortunately.
Oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry. Pickoff attempt.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. I tried to jump in on the mini game that we have going
Okay,
on.
we have Ian Dower at the plate now, 2-1. Cruz with the pitch. That one just catches the outside corner. As 1-1 count, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth here. Chance for Ian Dower to come in clutch as he slaps that one towards the shortstop. Throw on over to first. Caught well.
Without they say bye to Ian Dower.
Yes, we say bye to Ian Dower. And we'll be back after these underwriting announcements here on 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7 The Bronx.com.
You're watching the
I had to
Cardinals
cook
Sports
something.
Network here on LTBS TV.
We're back here, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7 TheBronx.com, proudly ranked the best college radio station in New Jersey by the New Jersey Broadcasters Association.
Defense, boys, come on.
And Ryan Sullivan here back on the mound against,
LeVar Funderburg.
yes,
Looking to bring
LeVar
the thunder.
Funderburg, who's looking to bring the thunder. Ha ha ha. As he gets low in that sort of Jeff Bagwell-esque crouch, sees a strike that hummed in there from Sullivan for the 0-1 count so far. He's able to foul that one back. 0-2 here. Sullivan working quickly. And Funderburg
Tyler!
inviting him in.
All right, so Ryan Sullivan went the fourth inning without a strikeout. So we'll see if he's going to get back on the board here.
And knocked back again by Funderburg.
Well, obviously, Funderburg has different plans. Want more balls in play, and When you get more balls in play, the chances for errors increase.
Yes, certainly. Sullivan here lining up. And Funderburg taps that one foul. Speaking of balls in play, we got more eggs in play this year, 10,000, along with $30,000 worth of prizes, thanks in part to our fearless leader back at the station, our general manager and loving boss, John Moses. As Sullivan here on the 0-2 count, deals another strike, blows that one by LeVar Funderburg for a K.
And now that is the strikeout of the game for Ryan Sullivan. As so far he is in his 5th inning of work. He started the game and he's been going really impressive so far.
Yep, and that one fouled off the high fence down the right field line by Tift, excuse me.
When we got the lineup cards here today, I saw that Ryan Sullivan was the starter. We've seen Ryan Sullivan pitch before, and he's pitched well, but we've only seen him as a reliever. Yes. Now seeing him as a starter, he's looked really good out here today.
Yeah, gone deeper in this game so far. Gets another strike by Drift. 0-2 count here, remains up. That's always a good sign here for the senior. Also one of the players we are celebrating extra today. And that one swung, but off of the glove.
And that one caught Tyler Van Hees in some sort of confusion as the ball bounced past him.
Waiting here, Sullivan with the 0-2 count still. And is able to blow that one by Tift. The low one swings over the top of it. Another K.
So that is now number 6.
Yep, number 6. And make sure you continue to listen to our next broadcast of the Lawrence Cardinals. It's going to be this Friday, 4 o'clock, right here. These Lawrence Cardinals from this field.
That one just missed the spot.
Yeah, just missed the spot. First ball he's thrown this inning. And there's another strike there from Sullivan, getting back on the horse.
So far, Ryan Sullivan just a masterful performance so far.
Yep. And that one, that's going to be in. It might be into the gap. Nope, cut off well by Castrol as number 8.
That's Ryan Castro.
No,
actually, wait, no, never mind. Sorry.
There's number 8, Brian Rivera, lone lefty in this lineup.
Oh, you're talking about the
the guy that hit.
Hitter. I was going to talk about how Ryan Castro was able to
Make that play.
and what would have, in most other cases, been a gapper and would be 2 bases for Brian Rivera. It's the play of Ryan Castro in the outfield so far that's been able to stymie the offense of the Trenton Trojans.
Yes, certainly good support there from Castrol in center, just like the support we get from our fearless leader, John Moses. Now Sullivan dealing once again 1-0 count here to Jeffrey Oscuna, excuse me. The usual leadoff man looking to do some damage, sees a strike there, sees the count go to 1-1 here. Still tied 1-1 here, top of the 5th inning. Sullivan looking for a chance to get out of here and do a little bit of stretching before the bottom of the 5th. That one off of the chest of Van Hees. Recovered well, is able to keep it in front of him.
Big pitch right here, big pitch.
And luckily prevented Rivera from advancing 90 feet.
Yeah, another pickoff attempt just to keep Rivera close there from Sullivan. Tough for a lefty to try to make that move. And looks in, deals, and that one gets hit in the air. Moving on over into the foul territory, and that's going to get out of the inning. Catch made by the right fielder, Colin D'Angelo. So we're moving here into stretch time. Bottom of the 5th. We'll be back after these underwriting announcements here at 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinals Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
All right, we're back here, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. And Colin D'Angelo just got us out of that inning, and he's going to start this half of the inning here, bottom of the 5th. Still tied 1-1. Looking for some offense, some activity over there in the Trojans bullpen. Man runs back in as Cruz is probably nearing the end of his rope after pitching pretty well so far here this afternoon. D'Angelo steps in, first batter to see him here. Once again, the bottom of the 5th, tied 1-1. Pitch. Pops that one up just over our heads and to the right of us. Hits the street, gets a good bounce, and lands in the grass. That one's going to be in the rough. Going to be a tough shot out of there. Sorry, I've watched the Masters and a lot of golf these last couple weeks.
The only person I know who did that.
I got Faraday on my brain.
I mean, unlike you, I mean, to fill the void in between my Lawrence Cardinals broadcast, I've also watched more baseball games.
Baseball. That's understandable. Golf was the
I'm also, I have a fantasy team, so, I got to keep, my eyes on that. It's for all the marbles.
That one over on for strike. 1 and 2 here for D'Angelo. I've also been watching a lot of NHL playoffs. Stayed up late. Whoop, that one bounces, gets by. Stayed up late
Stayed up late?
No, stayed up late Monday and Wednesday watching overtime contests between San Jose and Vegas, which were already 10 o'clock games to begin with.
Cruz lost the control of that pitch. Just like this morning, I almost thought I lost my AirPods. It was a very...
Do those fall out of the ears? I don't understand
No,
how
not
they
the
stay
ears. They
in.
fell out of my pocket. And I had to go back into my classroom thinking they fell out of my pocket.
Yep.
To then find out they were in my room later that day.
Yep. D'Angelo waves at that one and gets struck out here. Now Ryan Castrol up at the plate. I have Jaybird Pros that I usually keep. I forgot to put in my pocket today. I've been all out of sorts.
This is a crazy Wednesday for all of us.
Yeah. Pitch from Cruz. Castrol's able to knock that one down the left field line. Oh, doesn't stay inside of the bag. We've got an emphatic foul call from the home plate umpire.
Yeah.
Just 0-1.
Not able to catch a good look there, but from what I could tell from the views and outs, it looks like it was just so close and at the last second made a left.
And that one over for a strike. It's now quickly 0-2 to Castrol. And to quote the great baseball movie Major League, it was just a bit outside.
All right. Just a bit outside.
Bee-bop-bee-bada-boo-boo. That one's a ball. So 1-2 here.
By the way, speaking about Major League, the Mets a little bit, about a week or two earlier. As
that one goes off a couple of gloves. Castrol hit that one hard, and he's going to be aboard with a single.
That his second hit of the day?
That is hit number 2
Yes.
today for Ryan Castrol, and so far, these Trenton Trojans haven't been able to find a way to get him out, except on the base paths.
And now Shea Dwyer here, standing in.
By the way, I was going to say about the Mets, they actually had their players quote-unquote audition for a remake of the Major League.
McGuire flies out on that first pitch. What do you mean, quote-unquote?
A remake.
Yeah, like a remake. They had players and, they had them reenact certain lines like just a bit outside.
Let's go, Bum!
It's on the Mets social media
So
pages.
they're not actually remaking.
No, they're just kind of
it was
quoting
just
it.
a spoof. Okay.
Yeah,
It was a spoof.
Okay. And Castrol's running another high throw. He's going to lead him to being in.
2 stolen bases on Ryan Castrol.
Yeah, you could say he's been good at dirtying his uniform, only except this is a turf field and there's no dirt.
Switch spot. A lot of, good
And Hunter Rivera taps one towards the shortstop. He bobbles it, eats him up like Cookie Monster. But he just can't leg that one out. So we're going to be out of this one. Yeah, that was a very close play. I thought he got there. So we're moving here to the top of the 6th. And we'll be right back after some underwriting announcement here at 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinals Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Wait.
Right, we're here at 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
I read it wrong.
And we're getting ready to start the top of the 6th
Sullivan, 69.
as Jose Estevez is stepping into the plate here. Ryan Sullivan still on the hill here, top of the 6th. And blows that one first by Jose Estevez.
And Sullivan looking for his 7th strikeout, just like 107.7 The Bronx.
Yeah, certainly. And that one just a little bit low. The ball there, 1-1. And that one in for a strike. Looked to be in a very similar spot.
And Estevez, I don't think he liked that call either, because I think he was just about to move that left foot out of the batter's box.
And Sullivan, another pitch. That one gets fouled off. And that's into the sort of maintenance area there.
All right, good, because I lost that ball.
Yeah, I went over the shed over there. Shed, shack, whatever you want to call it.
I believe we have called it a shed.
Yeah.
Shed Shack.
It is a shed.
Very large.
The Love Shack? Love Shack. Nope.
I'm not going to get into
You
that.
guys are too young for that one.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
that one
I am.
gets hit out by Estevez. Johnny B. Good, he gets into the gap there. And is in with a standing double.
Well, I mentioned and I have praised Ryan Castro for his play in the outfield so far. Not saying that this was a particularly bad play. It's more of a better
That was a
piece of
well hit
hitting
ball,
by
yeah.
Jose
To the gap.
Estevez that got off the bat, and I don't know what the exit velo would be there, but it was definitely hard enough so that Ryan Castro didn't have a chance to cut it down.
Yeah.
You broke this way!
So now we have our first mound visit here. Runner in scoring position late in this one, Ryan Cirillo.
It's tough to believe that this is still only a 1-1 game.
Yeah, not
Ricardo
a lot of
Cirillo
runs
at the plate.
been scored this game.
And now you have a runner on second and no outs. You know what, we were discussing the findings earlier by analytics here. I wonder how much of a chance you have to score with a runner on second and no outs.
Not sure, but I know Music Analytics traces most rock and roll songs back to Chuck Berry. Interestingly enough.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah.
And here's this pitch
Fascinating.
from Ryan Sullivan. That one gets butted by Cirillo right back at him. And he's a swift runner. Sullivan turns around and is able to snag him at first. But now we've got 1 out and a man on third. As the Big Bopper, Jose Rodriguez, now steps up to the plate.
Yeah, Jose Rodriguez, big guy there, manning the hot corner this afternoon. And so far, the big man is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs.
Ooh, and he took a mighty hack at that one. But was able to foul that one back, or else had that one hit, it would have been run, Rudolph, run. I'm telling you. That would have shot right off the bat. 0-1 here. Still 1-1. The Cardinals still trying to keep this game tied. That one gets just by the shortstop. Zakaria with the infield in. The Rodriguez in for a single. And, excuse me, Estevez comes around to score.
Well, that is just changing the momentum of this game. This game has been deadlocked at 1 for so many innings. And then very quickly, within 3 batters, Trenton has taken the lead 2-1.
Adrian Hernandez, designated hitter, now getting ready to hit. We have a change. We have a pinch runner, number 19.
That would be Jorge Hernandez.
Yes. Hit Jorge Hernandez now checking in to first base.
And it looks like they'll get some more speed out there on those bases.
Don't want to assume anything, but yeah, I believe Jorge probably a little bit more fleet of foot. And now we've got some activity out in the Lawrence bullpen, tough for us to see. But we know at the start of this inning, Sullivan's pitch count was around 70.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was at 69.
Yep. As he gets Adrian Hernandez to swing at that one, 0-1. This game now 1-2 in favor of the Trojans. Sullivan throws on over to first, keeps that new runner there.
Adrian Hernandez 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. He was the first strikeout victim for Ryan Sullivan, and we'll see.
Taps that one foul, goes off the roof, which is thankfully not on fire.
Hits the shed roof.
0-2 now. 1 out. Pitch from Sullivan. That one gets tapped towards the shortstop. Can't. Oh, it's out of Zacaria's hands. Can't get anyone. Would have been a tough play to make on the run as it is, but unfortunately he's not going to make any. So now Trenton with a little bit more momentum here. Now stepping to the plate, number 18, Joe Rodriguez. As time is called here, as we're getting, looks like there's getting a shoe tied down there at first base.
Gotta make sure your shoelaces are tied, and unfortunately, Adrian Hernandez did not do that before this game.
Sullivan looks and he deals. That one gets hit well towards center field, floating into right center. Castro gets under it. Good throw in, is gonna hold everyone there.
Now, Jose Rodriguez, that second base runner, he was in between second and third and did not tag up, although he did go back to the base as quickly as possible, but there was just no way that he was going to be able to advance on that Ryan Castro flyout.
All right, and we're looking to hear another duel between Sullivan and Funderburg. There's the pitch. Funderburg swings at it and hits it foul. He's just under these. I think maybe if he brought that bat up just a tad, he'd be making some pretty solid contact. He seems to have the timing down.
I mean, he's definitely hitting the balls, so that's a good sign.
And there's the pitch. Just outside, 1-1.
Not only is he hitting the balls, he's also making sure that they are strikes as he exhibits a good eye there.
He's swinging at quality pitches.
Yes. And there's another pitch from Sullivan. Just catches the bottom of the plate as the runner moves on over to third base uncontested.
Either that or Funderburg is selective there as Jose Rodriguez takes third on the defensive indifference.
Doesn't have to be there.
I wonder where Funderburg is thinking, where he wants this pitch. Although he can't really think where he wants it anymore.
Middle in, I would assume. And swings at that one, and that's going to get us out of this inning. Lawrence Cardinals, a little bit of work to do now here, bottom of the sixth. Down, 1-2.
Gotta be waking up. Let's
We're
go.
here, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinals Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
And we're here, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. Proudly ranked the best college radio station in New Jersey by the New Jersey Broadcasters Association. Bottom of the sixth inning here, live from the home of the Lawrence Cardinals. And we're hoping they get on the comeback trail here.
It's well, so far this game has been sailing along. And, it's been tied for the longest time. The Trenton able to break open, well, not really break open, but at least break the tie in the 6th very late. And the pressure is mounting for the Lawrence Cardinals.
Certainly is here, but pressure, as they say, makes diamonds or cracks pipes. And it's fielded well there by the first baseman to get out Nick Sofreda.
Nice snag there by Yusef Tift.
Cruz saying Thank You Next, which is a song by Ariana Grande.
Let me hit.
Past relationships include Pete Davidson, who currently is not doing very much.
Yeah, no, he's probably the least productive of the SNL cast members.
Barely on
Chris
the show.
Nevis golfs that one into center field. Thunderberg gets under it.
Quick 2 outs.
Yes.
Now what Lawrence is looking to do right now.
Not only has Pete Davidson got into some love troubles, he's also gotten into some other troubles, such as mocking Congressman Dan Crenshaw for his eye patch.
Yeah, but he's also making out publicly with Kate Beckinsale, so you win some, you lose some.
Very good.
His life is full of events.
I mean, he certainly doesn't have the trajectory of an Andy Samberg.
No.
No.
Or of someone like a Will Ferrell.
No, certainly not.
I'm right.
Let alone a Dan
Come on,
Aykroyd.
Sully.
1-1 here for Sullivan, looking to help himself out.
No.
Able to lay off of that one. 2-1 here. Left-handed hitter stepping in here.
Come on, Sully.
Cruz still humming along here. He's produced quite the outing so far.
No.
Toss, that one's high. 3-1 here. Sullivan with a chance to get on base again. And we would like to see AJ Gale run for him, if that is to happen. But if he makes contact, he's going to have to lay it out himself for the first part of it. Takes that one for a strike, runs the count full. We'll see if Sullivan here can get himself a 2-out hit. Lots of chatter here from the side. And he's able to draw that walk. So Sullivan trots on down to first base. AJ Gallardo is heading on out there, hoping to make a difference with his legs.
For Sullivan,
Adam Zakaria steps into the plate.
Sullivan has not had an official at-bat.
No, he has not.
hit
2
by
walks and a
pitch
hit
and
by
2
pitch. Yeah.
Come on, Adam.
So, very interesting to note here in this tight 2-1 contest.
Yep.
And they kept tabs there with Christian Cruz throwing over to keep AJ Guillermo in place. And he was ready for that time as he went right back to the bag, not getting caught.
Yes, that he was.
No.
And the first pitch in the at-bat was low.
Yes, low, 1-0. And look on over to first. Oh, there's the throw. And nothing doing there. So now Zakaria waits for his next chance to make a difference here with the bat.
Come on, Adam.
Another left-handed hitter for Cruz to deal with. And he hits it into right field. AJ was on the run. He's going to be into third standing. We're going to have runners on the corner. 2 outs here. Now Ian Dower with a chance here.
And that was executed to perfection, that hit and run. Zakaria, they hit it right through the big hole in between the first and second baseman because you had Yusef Tift having to
Yeah, he was holding Guillermo on.
Big play on senior night for him. Also a senior graduate this year.
Another senior who's coming in big here.
And now you have runners on first and third.
Runners first and third. Ian Dower looking for a 2-out hit here.
Come on, 4.
As he steps in. Cruz working from the stretch here. and he golfs that one in there. Vandenberg's on the run, and it lands there. It lands in between the left and right fielders. One's in to score. Two is in to score as the carrier comes all the way around from first. Dower with the double. And now we hear some more cowbell coming from the Cardinals bench as they have taken the 3-2 lead here. Colin D'Angelo now standing in the batter's box, looking to keep this momentum on the rise.
Hey, right here, Frank! Right here, be big, bro!
Both the center fielder and left fielder both diving after this.
Yeah, there was a bit of a lack of communication there, and that one sort of hung up, got pushed back by the wind. Long run for Vandenberg. Nobody could make the play. D'Angelo gets under that one, going to be right at Rivera, who would be able to make that catch. But now we're moving to the top of the 7th here with a chance to close it out here for the Lawrence Cardinals. 3-2. We'll be right back after these underwriting announcements on 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
All right, we're back here, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. And we're here, top of the 7th inning. Ryan Sullivan coming, looking to close this game out for himself as new hitter Jonathan Rodriguez steps up to the plate.
Ian! Read him!
And we'll see if
You did before!
this
Like you
righty
did
on
before.
lefty matchup, how this figures out a strike on that first pitch from Sullivan.
Trenton Trojan trying to put a little sprinkle on this game, trying to add something to it.
Yep, they're trying to sprinkle in a win, while the Lawrence Cardinals are trying to put a little hot fudge on this comeback Sunday. 1-1 now to Rodriguez. It takes a mighty cut.
And now Sullivan looking to match his strikeout total with the number on his back.
Yep, certainly 1-2 now. Good position for Sullivan. And that one is going to be hit, but foul. You know, tonight is really sort of shaping up for a great night for some ice cream, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they're able to escape the 7th inning here, I bet, all of them would love to go down and order their favorite flavor of ice cream.
That used to be-
Mine is cookies and cream.
Ooh, that's a good one. That used to be great, at Little League. Mine's actually, I'm a mint chocolate chip guy. And I used to love going to Friendly's, getting that Monster Mash. You would get the mint
Yes.
chocolate chip with the 2 Reese's cups.
Me and my cousins used to share those.
Oh, another low one. It's going to be 3-2 full. Greeny, what about you? Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Mine is also mint chocolate chip.
Ah, that's a good one.
You gotta be in the mood for it sometimes, though.
And that one's a little bit wide. Rodriguez is on with a walk.
It doesn't matter, control your game!
Alright, so making it a little interesting as the pinch hitter, Jonathan Rodriguez,
Yep.
gets on base.
Where looks like they're sending out a pinch runner. That is going to be number 10.
Tyler, know that they're going to want to run, right? Field a good punt.
Number
If you
10
got
is
it
going
at
to be
second, go
Gilmar
ahead,
Argueta.
right? Yo!
And he's now on base
Ian, in front of
for
blue. Front of blue.
Rodriguez.
Creeping.
And we'll see his lead, not the biggest of leads, although he's also got to wait for Ryan Sullivan to step on the rubber.
Yep.
Got a little too patient there. He's been sitting on on the bench for 6 innings,
You got
and now
the
it's
right
his time to
side.
shine.
Lone lefty Brian Rivera now in. And he's able to lay down a bunt. That's in a good placement. Sullivan tries to make the diving play. Can't get it. We've got runners on first and second now.
I do have to question the dive aspect for that.
Well, I mean, I think that was the only way he would be able to make that sort of get down to the ground and do that thing all in one motion. Unfortunately, it was going to be a tough play regardless.
Yes.
Because that was a very good bunt there from Rivera.
It was right in the hole where no one was waiting for it.
Yeah. Usually you would go with the drag or the sacrifice there. He bunted for a hit, and it paid off for him. So now we've got a convo at the mound now. Pitching coach out, calming everybody down, getting everything squared away,
And
line up the defense here for this important at-bat.
And what I think he's trying to tell Ryan Sullivan here is, hey, you've been doing great for 6 innings. Stick to what has gotten you through these 6 innings, and we'll come away with a tight 3-2 victory.
Yeah, certainly. And it has not been a vanilla 6 innings. There's been some action and excitement in each one, it seems like. So, now the umpire comes out to break up the little ice cream social. And now Sullivan digs in, facing number 1, the leadoff hitter, Jeffrey Oscuna. And now Sullivan steps off, just lets the runner at second know that he's looking at him. Probably not a threat for the pickoff move there. And there's the pitch from Sullivan, tapped foul. Actually through the space of the dugout door and into the parking lot.
What are the odds of that?
Yeah, I'll give Oscuna some style points there. That's a tough one. That's a tough out.
I think that's even less possible than a bunt double.
Yeah, that's got to be the most difficult way to get the ball out of the park here.
Like, it's not the result that Ascona wanted, but it's impressive.
And there's the pickoff move, not in time.
How just like luck and physics are able to collide on that foul ball.
Yeah, certainly. That was like the baked Alaska there.
Get over, Hunt!
Oh, foul balls. Ryan Sullivan digging in. Another bunt. That one's popped up, but
A little too far.
yeah, the already charging Safrida saw it go over his head. Couldn't quite chase it down.
You'll never know. Nick, right in front.
Now we got an 0-2 count here. A strikeout would do wonders here.
Ascona would still lay down a bunt.
It looks like he's swinging away. Gets on top of that one. Drives it in the right center field. That one's going to be bases clearing. It looks like Castro gets to it. Throws the ball in. And actually, they relayed it quite well. Only 1 run is going to score, but that's going to tie things up 3-3 here. And it looks like that might be the game for Sullivan.
Yeah, and you know, he has been pretty good up to this point. You know, 3 runs in 6 innings, 6+ innings. I bet he would have wanted to come away with the complete game, but still 6 innings, it's nothing to sneeze at here. Good performance by Ryan Sullivan.
Yep, and now coming out of the bullpen and taking the ball is number 20, Drew Indelicato. First time I believe we've seen him pitch this year.
Yes, that is correct. First time we have seen Drew Indelicato pitch on the 107.7 The Bronx broadcast.
You know, and now he's coming in to a runner on third base, and I believe going to be a runner on second. So it's certainly a rocky road that he's inherited here. As he's taking his warm-up throws here.
And right now with Indelicato, this has probably got to be the high point, at least high point in pressure that he has experienced so far in this season. On a senior day, looking to get the win over a team that has been defeated so far. I'm pretty sure these Lawrence Cardinals, who come in at 4-4-2, don't want to hand Trenton their first win.
No, certainly, but I would expect that Estevez here is probably looking to take that win as he watches Indelicato warm up, tries to get the timing down as the new pitcher appears to be ready, and we're going to get back underway here.
Even away from the middle and the line.
And now runners second and third, and Delicato just getting 1 or 2 more tosses in.
Let's go. Ryan!
And it looks like we're going to restart the game here after maybe just 1 or 2 more tosses.
it should be ending soon here. Don't want to keep these fans waiting here forever.
Yep. And now Estevez wanders into the batter's box. Drew Delicado gets on the rubber. Estevez taps the plate, and we're back underway here. And Delicado looks in, first pitch. And just inside. Nope, just catches the plate inside of it. 0-1 here.
If it really is a plate.
That's not a plate.
I believe it is.
You know, I saw someone once eat ice cream off a plate. I believe it was chocolate. Completely ridiculous.
Off a
Might
plate?
as well use a fork. If that one gets popped up. Run for Zakaria is called off by the left fielder who makes that play there.
Yeah, Shane McGuire is the man in left, and Zakaria, the shortstop, travels a long way on that pop-up, but Shane McGuire, luckily for him, calls off because he has a way better look than Zakaria
Yeah,
does.
he had a better look, but he did have a long run himself. Both seniors, so nice.
Bob, put him on, please.
Yep, we're going to intentionally walk man here. That is Ricardo Cirillo, who's going to be heading over to first base. And the cleanup man, Jose Rodriguez,
You know, in high
stepping in now.
In high school, the intentional walk is something that I didn't see, all too often here in my playing days. And as far as broadcasting is concerned, this is the first time that I've seen an intentional walk.
Yeah, first time we've seen it this season. God bless you, Greenie. We're gonna have to bring some paper towels or something next time. We've got a little bit of a pollen-y table here.
Yep,
I'm trying to keep my hands off it. Yeah, I've been dosing Claritin since March. And first pitch over for a strike. 0-1 now. Bases loaded, and Delicado looking to get out of this inning. Tied 3-3. Rodriguez looking to break this thing wide open.
Come and attack the ball.
Kind of like a candy-shelled ice cream cone.
Now, Rodriguez did hit a double in his last at-bat.
Tyler,
So
be a wall.
this is a bit risky if you're the Lawrence Cardinals with only one out.
0-2 here.
Although his 2 outs have been on ground outs.
And is able to get that one poked out right at McGuire. Makes the catch, throws it in, and they can't beat the relay. Runners advance to second and third.
So what happened in that play is that Shane McGuire was in perfect position to position himself for a throw. The throw was not the thing.
Not in
Not the
time.
ideal
Well,
throw.
not in time, not ideal. As it was on the ground, it hit the cutoff man, who the cutoff man would be Ian Dower, the second
one.
base runner,
Tapped foul.
who should be
getting a lot out.
as Kona. He went up to third in that situation, as well as the first base runner, who would be Cirillo. He realized that no one was covering third, and that would be the responsibility of Adam Zachariah, who just was caught napping on that play.
And Adrian Hernandez down 0-2.
Now the score being 4-3 as the Trenton Trojans have taken the lead.
Yep. And there's the pitch. Hit out and into left field.
He touched him. He touched him. You can't help.
Gets the ball in quickly, but one run is going to score. There was a collision between, looks like Zachariah and the base runner. Coach now out
Between
to
Zachariah and
yes, and the base runner. There's now,
Cirillo.
yeah. So now they're talking things out a little bit. It should be an out if there is contact.
And right now he's getting an explanation, and
They're the officials, umpires talking things over, shaking our head. Looks like it's not going to go the Lawrence Cardinals' way.
Yeah, no, it won't, but it looks like the head coach, Andrew Scepter, will have his say before he heads back and retreats to the dugout.
Yeah.
It is done. It is done, Coach, right now.
Please don't walk at me like that.
It's
And
done.
looks like the umpire is also
Scream at you, I didn't yell at you.
happy
It's
enough.
finished. It's done.
Yeah. Number 18, Joe Rodriguez, waiting for everything to settle out in the right-handed batter's box.
It's another one you guys got wrong.
And it's now 5-3.
He can't score. He can't score.
And Andrew Scepter visibly upset with the way that these umpires have handled the game here today.
There's been a couple of calls, and Hernandez is going to go ahead and take second base. No throw from Van Hayes. 5-3 here.
That would be a defensive indifference.
That sounds like the name of a podcast about catchers.
It could be. I would ask if you want to start one up, but neither of us here three in the booth are catchers.
Nope.
I
Not
used to play catcher.
I've always wanted to be a catcher. I don't know why. It was just something I wanted to do.
Swing and a miss there. 0-2.
Yeah, but are you like in the catcher lifestyle? I mean, the catchers are
Yeah.
made of a different breed here.
Yeah.
I wear chest protectors in my casual life. I got a catcher's mitt at home.
All right, maybe you can start the podcast.
0-2. And that one gets hit. Oh, diving play there by Rivera. Saves that one. And it's going to be 5-3. Got one shot at the comeback here. 3 outs left to go.
We got to go
Here
right now.
at 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinals Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
And we're here back at 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. Ryan Castrol is going to be our first batter here in this pivotal bottom of the 7th. Lawrence Cardinals down 5-3. And Christian Cruz is still plugging away here, looking to get the complete game victory if he can.
By the way, we mentioned, during the broadcast that the Excellent Egg Hunt was a success with over 10,000 eggs, thanks to John Moses.
Yes.
And about how, obviously, it's an Easter-themed event, but there's also been another holiday.
Yeah, we forget to acknowledge
Yeah.
Passover just happened.
We would be remiss if we did not acknowledge Passover, of course.
So if you are...
I was actually watching the movie The 10 Commandments while I was at work at my brewery. One of my boss's favorite movies, favorite holiday films, actually. I thought it could be a little more exciting if it was more like Charlton Heston's usual movies and he got guns. But then you would have to change the title to Guns N' Moses, which also would be a hilarious cover band.
It would.
Oh, super, right.
And that one over for a strike, 0-1 to Castrol. You guys have any matzah this last week and a half?
My
or-
grandmother made me some
All right.
ball soup.
Ooh.
Very delicious.
0-2 here, working quickly as Cruz.
As Ryan Castrol settles into Christian Cruz and trying to keep his on-base streak alive, if you are celebrating the Passover holiday, whether you're listening to us in your car or at home or wherever else you may be, we want to wish you a happy Passover.
Yes.
As Castrol is working off an 0-2 count against Christian Cruz.
Yes, he's in the hole here as of right now.
All right. I'm 2.
And that last one went out of play, which is what slowed Cruz down. He's got the ball now, throws it in. Castrol pops that one up in the infield. Cruz is calling for it and makes the skipping sort of catch. Does a little Salt Bay routine with his first baseman. And we're moving on here. One down to 2 outs left. Shea McGuire in the
2
batter's
outs
box.
left and 2 runs to tie the
Yeah.
game.
Come on, Shay. I'm 2-3.
And as good as Ryan Castrol has been on his senior day, I think that at bat will probably overtake what Ryan Castro thinks of his performance. I know he's had a good day, but at the same time, when you're down by 2 and leading off the inning where you only have 3 outs left,
One play could
I feel like he's not satisfied.
that one play could have changed his whole mindset about the game.
And then how many can he have?
110.
Dwyer here, content to let Cruz sort of pitch around him. 2-1 so far.
You got to.
I can handle
You got to accommodate.
As he continues to work
You got to
quickly.
accommodate the sheet.
And now we're
You should have seen the dad didn't have the sheets.
waiting it out. Here's the pitch from Cruz. McGuire goes around and strikes out.
What just happened?
Thought he was able to hold himself back from that one. Looked like he did from this angle, but just not get the benefit of the doubt from the first base umpire. So now we're down to our last out. Hunter Rivera into the plate. Christian Cruz working the pitch. Rivera fouls that one off.
Ball 2-4. Ball 2-4.
And it's now all down to Hunter Rivera, as we'll see what he's been able to do. So far, he's only got it on base once via the walk.
Yep, and fouls that one off straight back off the backstop. Now 0-2, giving himself a hole here.
Otherwise, Hunter Rivera is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out.
Hunter. 1-2-4. I'm bad.
And the pitch here from Cruz.
No.
And that one's high, gonna be 1-2.
Come on, Hunter. 2-4.
Well, you know, in an 0-2 count where
Yeah, you're gonna have to be
potentially down to
defensive,
your
but that
last
one was
strike.
pretty clear. Rivera hits that one at the shortstop, gloves it on the backhand, and throws him out. It's gonna be 5-3 victory for the Trenton Trojans. Complete game for Cruz. Very well pitched. We'll be right back with our post-game show after these underwriting announcements on 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.